like a direct sequel.
Yeah,
right?
and it's only like 2 years after or something. So it just disappearing makes no sense at all. But it's clear that like Nintendo just doesn't really care about the timeline, and I don't think Zelda should really have a timeline other than direct sequels.
They should have never done when they tried to piece that timeline together. What was that, like 10, 15 years ago? That was a huge mistake because it's just never going to happen.
Yeah, and it's clearly that I talked about the same talking point when we were doing Link Between Worlds, but I think Zelda should be seen as the same basic story being retold in different like narrators. It just how like fairy tales can just morph over time, where they get the general points right, but all the details are completely different.
Yeah,
and I think that's what Zelda should have been as a series. But like them trying to like make a timeline with it, and then especially like making like prequel games. Like I think Minish Cap is fine because like Minish Cap is such a small story to explain where Link's hat came from. It's just like it's kind of stupid, it's kind of silly, it's sort of charming. But when they do stuff like Skyward Sword is a prequel to the entire series, and they try to explain why Link and Zelda and Ganondorf get reincarnated over and over, and it's because of Demise, and Demise curses the blood of Link to reincarnate over and over, and then Zelda's the reincarnation of the goddess. So it's so dumb, and I hate it.
I view Zelda kind of like the story of Beowulf, which wasn't written down for hundreds and hundreds of years. That story was told generation to generation, before like people in the English area even knew how to write. And obviously it's going to change over time. Like the story we have nowadays is going to be the same basic bones of what Beowulf was back then, but you know, it's not the whole thing, and that's kind of how I view Zelda.
I think that's really what the short series should have been, other than, you know, direct sequels.
That's right, Tears of the Kingdom, it's like right after Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah,
or
it's only like a 2-year time skip,
okay.
I think. I'm not 100%. I played Tears of the Kingdom for about 5 hours and then dropped it.
No! You can't stop playing my open world Slopperino.
Link gets Metroided, and then it's just the same game again. And I did the tutorial section, and then you get popped onto the same high roll.
Why did it sell so well then? Like
people, I mean, open world is a very mass-marketed genre. It's just not for me.
Huh. Well, people like everyone I talked to.
And honestly,
loved it.
I like Breath of the Wild. Like I think Breath of the Wild is a good game because it's a new, experimental, big playground to mess around with. It might not be the greatest Zelda games in terms of like series tradition, but I think Breath of the Wild is a good game. But Tears of the Kingdom just being like, it's the same high roll being recycled, it's the same characters. It's just new mechanics, and like all the new mechanics are just stuff that I don't care about at all. Like building your own stuff and the build mechanic. It's like, no thanks, I just don't care.
There's got to be some sort of fan fiction where the Happy Mask Salesman is like the real bad guy, even over Ganon. There like absolutely has to be, because he's just, you know, he's just everywhere and nowhere. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of. Oh, and he also does that. What have you done?
Yeah, Happy Mask Salesman's a great character in terms of like it's another. I mean, Happy Mask Salesman is in Ocarina of Time as such a unimportant NPC, but then they're just like, hey, this guy kind of has a creepy design, and let's make a game about masks. You gotta have him. He has Majora's Mask, but he gets stolen.
Well, my dude, why even have this? I know that the story's been told 100 times, but it's like, hey, it's this accursed thing. I carry it around with me. It's like, throw it in a volcano.
I think Happy Mask Salesman is definitely supposed to be portrayed as being like sort of like a chaotic neutral character. Like you don't really know what's going on in his mind. Why does he have Majora's Mask?
Like he might have sold it for the right price, kind of thing.
And at the end of the game, when you purify Majora's Mask, he kind of laments the fact that all the evil and power is gone from the mask. So he might have done something nefarious with it. It's hard to say. I mean, he's just such a neutral, chaotic neutral character.
Yeah, that's fair.
But without him, we would have been cursed as a Deku forever.
Also true. Gollum, you should have just destroyed the ring. You should have just destroyed Majora's Mask. I love the way they animate him. So good.
One other thing about modern Zelda is that Zelda is finally adding voice acting to most of their cutscenes, and I just don't think it really works.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
What?
Ever since Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, literally, they talk?
Not like, you know, like, just talking to people like regular dialogue. That's silent. But, like, in cutscenes, they talk. Like, Zelda has, like, an actual voice.
No.
Link doesn't talk, obviously.
Yeah.
That's probably something that they'll never change, but...
Absolutely not.
Alright.
There's some things that just shouldn't change. I'm okay with whatever type of gameplay they try to do, but no. Worst case, you do the thing where it's like Animal Crossing, where it's like...
Yeah, and obviously, like...
They kind of do that already.
Link talks, I mean, he just makes hurrah and grrrah and oh and stuff, but
yeah.
That's all they should do. It should just be bing bing wahoo.
Charles Martinet was at Too Many Games this weekend.
Nice.
I saw some people got pictures with him and stuff. I mean, dude's like in his 70s. He retired from Mario. If you can just go to a place like that and be around smelly nerds for 2 days and make like thousands of dollars, why not, you know? As long as you deal with it. By the way, to get a picture taken with AVGN was $40. And I think to get something signed was either an extra 20 or an extra 40. Which, to be fair, comparatively to a lot of like meet and greets at places like Comic-Cons, that is very cheap. Like, there's sometimes where they're like, hey, it's this, not even like huge A-list people. Like, there's this guy who voiced Thundercats or whatever. $50 for a picture with them, and it's like, okay.
Remember him?
Literally.
And they're just exploiting their, like, most diehard fans. Like, remember when I did Thundercats 50 years ago?
Literally. Yeah, it'd be different if it was like, oh, it's like Billy D. Williams, who was like, what's his name? Lando in Star Wars. I'd be like, okay. But sometimes, dude, at Too Many Games last year, they had the voice actors of Leon and Jill, who I would not be able to pick them out of a picture if you showed it to me. And the lines were, like, ridiculously long to get, like, meet and greets and stuff. So it works, apparently.
Yeah, and I would imagine that I would recognize the people that they, you know, base the character on, like, you know, like facial scan the guys because they look identical in real life. I have no idea who the voice actor is. I'm surprised that anyone cares at all.
I would legit go to a meet and greet if they had multiple multiple people who were the live action people in Resident Evil 1. I would legit go to that. Like, if they got, like, Chris Redfield and, I don't care if they're, like, 60-something, which they would pretty much have to be. I would go to it. Don't care. God, is it?
So one thing I'm going to be doing between parts is you have to get 5,000 rubies to get the heart piece from that guy. I'm just going to do that all off screen.
Yeah, that's pretty boring to watch.
Yeah.
What's your name, guy?
Oh, by the way, the Bomber Kids wouldn't let Deku Link join the Bomber Kids because it's implied that Skull Kid messed with them and now they're like anti-Deku scrubs.
I mean, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, we'll see that Skull Kid has at least bothered everyone in the world, if not ruined their entire life. Oh, so nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Proceed to the selected hour. Wow. Are you trying to stop the,
Yeah, we're not gonna
I'm an old lady!
We're not gonna be doing much this cycle because all I really want to do is just get the bunny hood. Playing the game without the bunny hood is pain.
Heh. Yeah, I'm an old lady. I'm just gonna go walking at midnight, because reasons.
This guy from, this thief, really ruins, like, everyone's life because he steals, Kafei's sun mask from him, and that's why he's hiding from Anju. More than being a child. Because he's trying to, like, stake out and find where this guy's hideout is. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get the heart piece, so well.
tell me anything about the thief? Well, officer, he runs really, really weird. He, like, skips everywhere. I mean, I gotta be honest, you honestly can't miss him. Even when he walks, he, like, skips every time, so go find him. Also, he's, like, bald and wearing bright blue, so there's your eyewitness account. Go find him.
It's also funny that the bomb grandma just gives us a mask that can blow up on her face to, like, a child.
It's fine. He's probably like, wow, you must be strong.
By the way, this is a very random preference, but I generally like Zelda games that feature kid or teenager or young teenager Link more than adult Link. And I think, like, this is, like, a perfect age for him because he's not, like, so young. Like, Ocarina of Time, he's, like, too young because he, like, can't do anything.
Isn't he the same age in Ocarina of Time?
He definitely looks, he's taller and he just looks a little bit older in this game.
Really?
I would say that he's probably, like, a year older.
I never noticed. I mean, I guess it would make sense. I always assumed that this takes place, like, immediately after Ocarina of Time. Like, not the day of.
His model is definitely physically taller. It's not like a whole ton, like a couple inches.
Interesting.
But he's using the Hylian shield. He doesn't have to use the
Oh, that's
shield.
right. He doesn't have to use the Deku shield.
Yeah. So he is, like, physically a little bit bigger.
That's fair. Have they ever, for any reason, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, I remember.
1, 5? Has he ever been, like, older than, like, 20s? Like, have they ever done, like, not old man Link, but, like...
Nah.
Older...
I'd imagine that Tears of the Kingdom Link is probably the oldest he's ever been. Like, he's probably, like, maybe, like, 19, 20, 21 in that game.
Okay. So never even, like...
Well, technically, Breath of the Wild Link is 100+ years old because he was in stasis for 100 years. But it doesn't count because he's not physically 100 years old.
Are you going to do the bomb chew flips?
No. I'm not really going to be doing any glitches in this game.
Can you do them?
I don't really know how to do them. I think I know how to do ISG. Whoops. Did I do it?
Did I?
Oh no, I have to slice. Alright, so I have to drop it. This is really hard. You have to do a crouch stab.
I also don't want you to die.
Yeah. I have to do a crouch stab and then pick it up while he's doing the stab to do ISG.
Oh, okay. For those who don't know, that's infinite sword glitch. It just means that the sword is constantly swinging, even though it doesn't quite look like it.
Yeah.
The only one I remember from Majora's Mask is the...
I think the easiest way to do it is if Tattle's looking at anything... I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, no. Hey, if you want to learn any of them for next time. But if you lay down bomb chews, you can do these really cool flips where you stay in the air, and you can flip out of bounds and stuff. I remember that one. That
yeah,
was
there's
cool.
some crazy stuff you can do.
I forget if you can do that in Ocarina as well. I assume probably. But, pretty cool. I was actually going to ask if this guy was in this game.
Yeah, this guy has a really weird story. He's talking about, like, he went to, like, a circus troupe, and it's... The leader is a dog wearing a mask, and he gets jealous and steals the mask, and then he, like, spills out, like, he's, like, guilty about it, and then gives you the mask. It's a really weird story.
Speaking of dogs, did you see that video about the dog race? How that dog who had literally no chance of winning won recently on some speedrunner stream. There's like one of the
Blue Dog, yeah.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, it's like I remember reading the odds. It's like 1 in like 1,000,000 something for him to actually win.
And he literally won. There's far later, I assume. There's this race where you have to.
Oh dang it! I was supposed to get the boots here. Okay, I'm just gonna get that.
Where you have to guess which dog is going to win a race, and the way you can kind of have a good idea is. You wear that animal mask, right? And you talk to the dogs, and the dogs will be like, I'm feeling really good, or I'm pretty slow right now.
You have to do it with Mask of Truth.
Mask of Truth, okay. And, sorry, it's been like years and years. And there's this one dog, it's the blue dog, that has, like, it is just always, it's essentially the Las Vegas Raiders of these dogs. It never wins. It's the worst. It's awful. And someone actually had it happen on stream, like, while they were doing it, and it's, like, never, ever, ever been seen before.
Yeah, if anyone wants to do it without the Master Truth, generally the gold dog wins a lot. It's not guaranteed, though, but he usually wins. And then blue dog always loses.
Apparently for speedrunners, it's still a very annoying thing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I did this part yesterday just to refresh my memory, and gold dog lost.
Oh, wait, you're gonna do it soon?
Yeah.
Oh! So we get to see it. Oh,
because
wow.
we're getting the bunny hood, which is, like, it's literally right next to it.
Oh, okay, cool. So, but I thought we were going to be doing it, like, parts from now.
No.
So that's cool.
Oh, here's a Skull Kid acting normally. Because it's the first day.
What falls now?
It's just a moon tier again. I'm getting the title deed so I can exchange it with Toilet Hand.
Yep. See ya. Dork.
I'm kind of scared. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently giving Toilet Hand paper so he can wipe his butt affects the Kafei quest in some weird way. I remember seeing that in, like, a guide when I was just, like, looking up what to do, and I was like, okay, I guess I should do this definitely on a different cycle that I'm not doing the Kafei stuff.
Interesting.
I don't know if it was, like, mentioning that because, like, if you give, like, Anju's letter to him, obviously that would end the quest, or, like, the priority mail, like, if you do the Anju quest and get the priority mail and then give it to Toilet Hand, I don't know what you're doing. It's such a heavy time commitment to do that.
Maybe.
But, like, the way that they worded it, it was just like, if you give him any paper at all, it affects the Kafei quest. That's, like, weird. I don't want to mess with that, I guess.
Boys, I'm going to say it right now. If Blue Dog wins, we have to literally, I'm literally never doing LP.
That'd be, it would be the most legendary thing. It'd be more legendary than, the, fruit glitch in Harvest Moon.
Finding the dog randomly in Castlevania 4.
My favorite moment of LP history is definitely still the fruit glitch.
That was so cool. I'm not gonna lie. Top 5 for me is when Brandon beat Mario 64.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a top 3 moment.
Absolutely amazing final boss fight he had. It was incredible. After Brandon did not practice at all and, quite frankly, was pretty bad at the game.
And it was complete luck because he did it he threw it at like a 3 p.m. or 9 p.m. like angle. He could not see it at all. And it was just like, boom! And it's just the most glorious moment.
Every once in a while, a dog has its day, which it's gonna happen now. What are we gonna do, bros? No, you're gonna see. So, folks, you're gonna see the blue dog in all reality is going to
not only is it gonna
come
lose,
in last place by so much.
It's not gonna just lose. It's gonna come in last place by like 10+ seconds.
It would be like if I raced Usain Bolt, like literally.
Only Majora's Mask would have a quest where you give a Toilet Hand paper so he can wipe his butt, and then you get a heart piece from it. This is the only game ever that would do this. And that's why Majora's Mask is a 10 out of 10, because of this right here.
And that's all he is Toilet Hand. I wonder if Blue Dog winning is, like, one of the least...
Come on.
I wonder if it's one of the least possible things to ever happen in gaming with, like, RNG. You know? Like, in terms of just, like, long odds. Because usually odds aren't, like, that long, so... Final!
So to get to the ranch, you have to do it to be final day because that big boulder is in the way. And the worker only clears it out on the final day. But if you wait that long, then what's-her-face is all messed up, and you can't get a pointer from her.
Can't you, can't you do it earlier with, like, something?
I'm sure you can like bomb hover over the boulder or something.
Oh,
like
I thought you could do it with like the bomb mask or something like that.
No, you need to get the powder keg, which you can only get once you get to the Goron village.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah, there's just the amount of like.
I feel as if you walk faster as Deku.
Oh, you do. The amount of planning that went into this in terms of the time frame is ridiculous. Like, just thinking like, hey, this isn't cleared out till the 3rd day, but because of that, you can't get Epona. But if you go in early, you can get Epona, and it's like that blows me away. Just all that, just the amount of work it took to work out that timeline.
Oh, yeah. And it was working with the constraints of the N64, because the N64 is not a powerful system, so they probably had to like have preset schedules for all the characters for the game to work at all. But for them to map it out and do it, and it's like good and it works, it's like surprising how well it works in the end product. The only problem is that, specifically Anju and Kafei quest, there's sometimes when you have to wait like an obnoxious amount of time for things to happen. I think the most infamous one is when you get the Keaton mask, you have to wait until 4 p.m. for Kafei's house to open up for like 1 hour. It's like, you're only given like an hour or two before it like locks up again to get the Keaton mask. But because you can only advance time to 6 p.m. or 6 a.m., you have to wait 10 hours. And that was one of the most significant moments that I was like, I can't do this LP until this comes out in the future in my dreams. And then my dreams came true.
Thank you, base people who made this. You're kings.
I will say that one thing about this game, this also applies to Ocarina of Time, but it can be a little bit obtusely large, like to the point of being kind of pointless. Especially like the ranch, it's just like a huge empty
Well, the
field.
ranch, the only reason it's big is because of all those aliens that come in later.
Obviously, that's why they do it, but even just the overworld can feel a little bit large.
Well, the overworld in Ocarina of Time, I always felt was like kinda actually too large.
Yeah. In this game, it's definitely less bad because they streamline it. Like all the cardinal directions lead to somewhere.
Yes. Well, it's literally Clocktown is literally in the center of everything. Is this the only time you use this?
Yeah. Although it's more used than some masks get. Like the circus mask, the one where it's like the sad guy, I think legitimately does not get used one time.
What's its purpose?
To give you some flavor text from the Goman brothers.
That's cool.
I swear that's all it does.
They were probably like,
the top tier
hey,
masks.
we have 29 masks. We need a 30.
There's 24, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
The top tier masks are the gameplay altering ones. Bunny Hood, Stone Masks are top tier. And then the good masks are just like the ones that you get like more than one heart piece. But that already like eliminates like 80% of them.
Yeah.
Because most of the masks are just like you get one heart piece or it advances like a part of one other quest. Like Cafe Mask is also like bottom tier because all it does is advance the Cafe quest in one regard.
My saddest one is Giant's Mask because you can only use it one time for one fight.
At least
and I understand because it would ruin the game otherwise. But it just sucks that you have this cool thing that turns you to 100 feet tall, and it's like only against this boss, never again against anything else. It's like,
and at least like Fierce Deity, once you finally get it, you can use it against every boss.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Ba-da-ba-do.
Wow.
I don't really get it. I'm happy. Such good dialogue.
This guy's super sad.
And technically the Bunny Hood isn't required for anything, but it is God tier. It will be on my permanent right C stick forever. And yeah, we're gonna be doing the
I think Majora's Mask also, it's kind of like Banjo-Kazooie for me, in so much that it has the perfect amount of stuff to collect. I feel like if it had like more stuff,
is this Gold Dog? I can't tell for some reason. Is that Gold Dog?
just walk.
No. That's okay. That's
Oh, there you go. I feel like if it had more stuff, it would be like Banjo-Tooie and just be like literally too much stuff to collect, you know? Or Donkey Kong 64. That's a great example.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, how about the one that's literally gold?
Huh. Yeah. Well, no, I'm sorry. I pressed B1 too many times. Okay. Alright, Gold Dog. Don't fail me like yesterday.
Alright, so Blue Dog. We're watching Blue Dog.
Gold Dog! No! Is it happening?
Look at Blue! Okay! Oh my god! Let's go! Okay.
Oh, come on, Gold Dog. All you have to do is get second place.
Okay, now... Well, now Blue Dog is falling behind? Wow, he's doing way better than
he's doing way better than normal.
Although he still has
Blue Dog beat it first for like even 5 seconds.
That's crazy! Come
on, Gold Dog. Okay, cool.
Wow, so...
You just have to get a payout of 100 rupees.
Is it Blue Dog? Blue Dog's the one that's usually that far behind? That was actually like...
That was very close.
Really, really, really... Wow. Yeah, usually Blue Dog is way behind even... Sometimes Blue Dog is so slow that you don't even see it finish because the race ends and it boots back to the screen and it's still running. So the fact that that dog won that one time, I almost want to watch that video again so I can understand better for some of the next time.
Dude, Blue Dog winning is like, I literally think it's like a 1 in a million or more chance.
Just insane. And for that to happen, like, what if you had like world record pace and that happened? You would instantly not be mad. You'd be like, okay, okay, whatever. I'm not going to be sad about this at all. Do you know that guy who, Enop, I think his name is, who runs Majora's Mask?
Yeah.
Literally the most boring streamer ever in the history of mankind.
Oh, yeah. I cannot watch him.
But, wow, you literally fell through that.
This is a hard piece. I guess I'll do it right now.
But I will say, incredibly interesting game to run. So the only time I've ever watched him is, like, his world record runs, you know? Where, like, I'll watch just because of the game.
No. Okay.
But yeah, what is he, like, Norwegian or something like that?
Something
and he,
like that.
barely talks, and when he talks in such, like, an ASMR kind of thing, and he's like, we just set the world record in the Majora's Mask. It's like, okay. I don't know why someone like that would, like, take to streaming. Like, I feel like being an interesting personality is even more important than your skill at the game. Like, obviously, it can be...
Well, it's enough for him to make it his career.
Yeah. Like, obviously, there are way other levels where it's, like, a lot of the, you know, streamers that just do it because of how they look and everything, like... That's annoying in its own right, and that's taking it to the far level. But like, I couldn't watch Worcester if he like, because I know he doesn't do a cam, and he like barely talks. Like it's just not interesting enough for me, unfortunately. But then you have someone like ZFG who plays very interesting stuff, is very good at what he does, and is interesting enough and like funny.
I think he
enough.
has a good dry sense of humor.
Yes.